you all have a little bit of time to just kind of, I have a little bit of time, I should say, to get my ish together, as they say. So I'm live. I'm going to pull up my chat in a separate tab so you all can see me, because I have to pull up Jesse's video. I also may change soldering tips if I can find my good ones anytime soon. So let me just dig around a smidge. I thought I had them handier, but I don't have them very handy now. Haha. All right. Let's see. There I have solder, my multimeter, resistors, LEDs, wire clippers, couple pairs of those. My spare soldering tips are not in my spare soldering parts box, which is a personal failing. Certainly personal failing. My project box, not in there either. Good, because it should not be. Oh, hope y'all are doing well. I just had a family in town for a few days, and I'm just kind of getting caught up with my life. Spare soldering tips. All right. Oh, don't worry, it's not on. Can you imagine? Yeah, you know, I just decided to change my soldering tip when everything was hot. You know, no problems there. I do have the chat pulled up, friends. If you are watching and talking, you do not seem to be. I don't know if this is working, to be honest. Is it working? Is it? All right. Let me make that adjustment. Hello! Hey, Philip. Hey, Ewall. I do not know what your name is, Ewall. I assume Philip's name is Philip. I have been fooled before. I hope you all are having a lovely whatever day it is. Is it Thursday? Oh, what am I doing? That's not how that works. There we go. Righty tighty. Righty tighty. And we will now turn on the soldering iron. Get my stuff together. I am putting together the Emma. I'm Emily. How about that? We have very similar names. I like that. Hello, demonic machines. Oh my gosh. Yes, it's nearly the end of the week. That's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. Put my soldering tips away. Got my solder ready. Got my little circuit board. So last time we put together, get it in the frame there, we put together this little circuit board. Ooh boy. And I've gone as far as one of the jacks. This will end up being the input jack. The input jack's TRS, output jack's TS, so mono in, stereo in, mono out. I try not to burn myself. SSG, you should have seen it earlier. I might have scared a person or two had they not known that I am not so dumb. So dumb. All right, I'm actually going to adjust my screen here. My screen's here, I should say. All right, so I'm going to scoot some things together. Yay, now I can see your chat. And I can see the video I'm going to be watching featuring Jesse from Rude Tech. There are a few things left to do. Get the output jack soldered together, the switch soldered together, and get the power connected and the LED in place. These are not things I am supremely excited about doing, but they must be done they must be done for this pedal to work. Let's see if my soldering iron is hot enough yet. Oh yes. All right, let's tin the tip a little bit. Yes, perfect. All right, that looks good. I'm glad I switched tips. I think the other one, I think I forgot to put some solder on it. And yeah, then it got a little muffed up. Not in a good way, not good muffs. All right.
And then we can tuck these wires and make everything nice and neat when we
all right.
When we install it. Let's move on to the output jack.
Output jack.
Be sure you don't bend this LED accidentally, by the way.
Oops. Try not to bend the LED.
Jack, this one's a little easier.
Is it, Jesse? Listen to Jesse on the 40 watt. Listen to Jesse on the 40 watt podcast.
So remember, I want my circuit board to sit like this.
So we're gonna sit it like that.
To sit like this.
All right.
This one's sleeve. This one's tip.
Oh boy, so go back.
This one's sleeve. This one's tip.
Sleeve and tip.
So let's strip these wires.
I've already stripped them. I'm just gonna start soldering. So S is sleeve. S is black wire. Tip is red. All right. Hoover. Cool.
Let's do tip first. Tip is the longer one.
I'm not doing tip first, Jesse. You're not my boss.
And the shorter one, the sleeve.
I don't know if y'all can hear him.
In the pedal, it'll be like this.
Oh, start with the fuzz, Emma.
Tip will go like this.
Fuzzes are pretty easy. I just learned to solder over an afternoon. And it's a skill I'm really glad I picked up. I don't like that. All right. Stop moving. All right. Oh no, it's been a few days since I did this. All right, I'm gonna pause Jesse's video there. I forgot to put on a mask. Going to do that. Do not want to die. All right. All right. So let's like that. I don't think I was giving it enough time. Really. Yeah, I'll hook it over a little bit. There we go. You gotta help yourself. You gotta give yourself as much help as it can get. Sometimes it just takes the solder a while. I thought I'd be fine not having a chisel tip, but maybe I should have done the chisel tip. Let's see. Not so proud of that, but let's do a little bit better. Flow. Oh gosh. I fucked up. What's that putty that some people use to hold components together for a while? Give me some of that. There we go. Yeah, I know it's not the best angle, but it is an angle. Oh gosh, it's too much solder. Okay. Look, that's so ugly, but it works. Do not pay me to assemble your guitar pedals. I do not. Yeah, it should be, let me look. Yeah, 2% flux core. 10 lead, 60/40. That's what I'm using. Get that component nice and hot. Yeah, that's a lot better. Stick Ooh, that, I'm really fucking proud of that one. Hell yes. Yeah. That's a nice one. Get it up. Come on, focus. Focus. All right, you can't really see, but I'm proud of that one. All right, wrap that around like that. Cool. Next.
Check is going around. You could just stick it through the hole
Oh,
and just let it sit
Hi,
there.
Amanda. Hi, Sean.
It's not amazing not going.
All right,
Okay.
next.
So that's those two.
Oh boy.
So now our input jack is going to sit like this.
Yay.
We are ready to put the circuit board in.
We're ready to put the
Before
circuit
we
board
do
in.
that, I'm going to cut these two wires to about 1 inch and then strip the ends of it.
All
It's a
right.
lot easier to strip them while they're outside of the pedal.
Okay.
Because when they're inside, you got to like reach in there and there's a lot of stuff blocking things. So I'm just going to trim these up. Trim these up to about 1 inch.
I've already trimmed
And then
and stripped those. So I was ahead of
Strip
the
about
game.
5 millimeters.
I'm going to pause that. I can't even get solder. Where do you live that it's illegal? Where do you live that lead core solder is illegal? Or solder with lead, not lead core. God damn me. Just because it says... All right. All right. Okay, so looks like we're going to have that sitting like that. Is how we want it. Lessen the likelihood for accidental improper grounding. Oh, the EU. Okay. Well, it sounds like you need a friend who is a professional. Okay. To get you some of that good stuff. All right. Okay, so Jesse. Let's get the stuff together.
Make sure you took the tab off of your potentiometer.
I did.
Now let's go ahead and insert things. So the potentiometer goes through this hole and the LED goes into this hole. That's the only thing you're going to worry about for right now.
Oh, too bad. Worried about everything else. Oh, it came out. Look at that.
So my potentiometer is poking up here. My LED is just peeking through here. But what I'm going to do with the LED is seat the potentiometer. Oop, get your wires out of the way.
Okay.
Seat the potentiometer so it's nice and flat to the housing. And then take a little something, a little chopstick, a little screwdriver. And what you're
Little one of
going
these
to do is
guys.
push this little plastic something
Pushing the plastic.
into the LED's bezel. And what that does is hold the LED in place.
I like that.
Beautiful. Don't force it. I mean, it should go in pretty easily.
Oops, son of a bitch. Oh, I see what happened there. Nice. Okay.
Looks nice and flat. It's holding itself in. Just flip it to the other side. Make sure the LED looks okay. Now I'm going to put the washer and nut on the potentiometer.
Huh.
So straighten this out. Get the wires
My little LED seat post got a little loose there. And that stinks. Huh. So now I'm going to have to get creative and tighten it some which of way. Oh boy. I'm not confident that's the right screw. But it kind of feels like it's just coming off. It doesn't feel very tight. All right. Huh. Cool. So let me get some sort of tool in there that I can use to tighten. You know, if you really want to be nervous about something, make other people watch you do it. Like, I spend all day writing most days, and I'm gonna be honest, it still racks my nerves for someone to watch me type, and it's literally all I do all day long is I type. I type about this and that. Which guitar am I going to test this with first? Probably my Her Strat. That's kind of been my go-to lately. It's because it's really close to me when I'm playing. I love that guitar. Oh boy. And I have noticed something has come loose, and I must reattach it. Easier to find out now than later. That my soldering was shite. Alright, let's tend that. Let's get that tend. Just a little bit of solder. Make it easier to get through the hole. That's what she said. Blah, 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 blah. I should have more feeling in my fingers than I do. Okay. Whatever. All lead free. Oh, shoot. That curly tremolo arm, Philip, is called the Whammy Davis Jr. is a joke product by a joke brand called Shibson. And it is funny and honestly more musical than I expected, which I wasn't expecting it to be musical at all, but it ended up being really, really fun. So I'm going to now push that little plastic piece back in, just like Jesse said. Cool. The washer and screw for the potentiometer. Who doesn't love a one knob fuzz? Okay. Make sure that's seated well, as they say. Now it's going to hand tighten that. Get these. If y'all haven't listened to those darlings, they were a great band, so I really recommend listening to them. They were wonderful. All right, LED seated. Everything is mostly put together. I'm going to skip forward in Jesse's video a little bit. All right. And he's putting the PCB jacks in there, tightening them with a wrench.
Nut and washer off.
This Telecaster would sound badass. I agree,
so
Philip.
On this side, we have the battery clip to deal with. Maybe move that out of the way just a little bit. Poke the jack through the hole.
All right.
See, this is a
jack through
tight.
the hole, blah, 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 blah. All right.
This is a little tight. This is pinched underneath here. No wires are pinched between the jack and the housing, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm just going to move the battery jack. Wiggle things a little bit.
Yeah, the battery jack is a pitta. As I say, a pain in the ass.
There we go.
That's wild,
All
SSG.
right, very happy with that. And then, remember, I want this tongue to be parallel with the face of the pedal. Because this area is going to be taken up by the face, or the foot switch.
All right, I
So everything's flat. Oh my god, I shouldn't have trimmed my fingernails today.
Jesse complaining about trimming his fingernails.
Washer and nut go on.
Why did I do that? I've asked myself that many times. Why did I trim my fingernails? I get so mad when I break a fingernail.
Keep from rotating and tighten it a little bit.
I'm not sure I did this
I'm not
right.
gonna honker it down very tight. Just
if anything, if I messed up anything, I messed up this jack. That's my prediction.
Check the orientation. Now let's tuck the wires. You could use a little tiny screwdriver for this. I like using a chopstick for this stuff. I've just had this chopsticks for years because they're just so dang useful. But just tuck the wires nice and neat. See what I did there?
I am fully anticipating when I need to fix this
and I like that because
input
if
jack.
Opens the panel,
That is my.
everything will be nice and
that's my prediction.
I can see if this is making a connection. I can see if this is making a connection.
Oh yeah.
Let's go ahead and tuck this. I'm gonna bend it here.
Oh boy. So he's tucking these wires, and I am, because he is a professional, and I am not a professional. So I'm gonna skip forward.
Let's do the ground first, because that's a little trickier. Bend this lead down. Your battery should still be in this hole. If it's not, fix that now. Put the black battery lead in the negative hole. Then I'm just going to bend this down into place and put it down in the hole as well.
Alright.
They're both in the hole. And
Two in the hole. Alright. I'm going to need to...
let gravity do its thing and flow things around. And inspect.
Alright. Did not even need to add solder.
There's a little something down here, so I could clip that or I could leave it. I'm going to go ahead and clip it.
Alright.
And now the power.
The power.
Goes the only lug that's left. But just to check, there are 3 lugs. One, the bottom, and then this one on the side. It's this one on the side.
This one on the side.
Just in case you wanted to double check.
Alright, let me bend that wire. I wish I'd put the camera on the other side. Suppose I still could, but I will not. So sorry. So sorry.
Inspect.
I'm proud of that solder point too. Woo!
If you have a lot of excess to clip, you can clip that off
it's
here.
Really nice and
Doesn't
smooth.
look like I have a ton, so.
Alright. Nice.
And then same with these wires.
Oh god, now it's the hard part.
You can arrange them and make them look pretty too. Avoid bending wires too much. Because you don't want to break something.
I've never used one of these.
But nice.
Like one of these little
That is what
things.
I like to see. Everything's still seated. Everything's nice and tight. Guys, we're almost done.
We're so close to done. Oh my gosh.
Looking good, right?
Oh, I'm so scared, I'm going to be
I'm going to pause
honest.
this video to make sure I don't accidentally delete anything and delete anything yet. Because I made a break.
Alright.
There's a nut on the bottom. Screw that to the very bottom position. If you look at your foot switch, there's this keyway. This will either go on the top or the bottom. I like to do the top just to keep things consistent. But you'll also see that
Keyway, that line.
There's a thinner side and a thicker side. Basically, you just want to make sure that these are flat and horizontal, not vertical like that.
Okay.
But again, I'm
Put
going
it
to
in
do the
flat.
keyway to the top.
Keyway
So
to the
take
top.
your locking washer, put that over next. I don't use this plastic washer,
Okay, so we're not using the plastic washer.
but if you were going to use one, I'll show you what to do.
Okay.
Keyway to the top, insert it in the hole. If these jacks are oriented properly, should fit in without hitting anything. Now just flip it over. If you were going to use this plastic washer, now is the time you
Clearance.
put that on.
Okay, so I'm not using a plastic washer, so I'm not putting that on.
If you don't use the plastic washer, when you use tools to tighten this down, just make sure you don't scratch the paint.
Famous last words. Make sure you
This
don't
is in a
scratch
good
the paint.
position. So just thumb
Cool.
tight is perfect for now. Make sure it's nice and straight.
You.
Don't hunker it down too tight, because if it's misaligned, then the ribbon cable is gonna have to bend to get into the holes here.
Okay, so that's what I have going for me. Looking pretty good. About 30 minutes before I need to get back to work.
Oh snap! You know what? I should have put this ribbon cable in before I did.
No, Jesse, why?
Before I did the whole kit. Well, you know what? Who cares?
Oh, Jesse, no.
I'll show you what to do now.
He said that we didn't. Oh no.
So since I didn't do the ribbon cable before,
we should have done it before.
Stick it in.
Okay, it's in.
And then pull it out slightly.
So I've pulled it out slightly, and I'm bending it.
We're gonna solder like this from the top instead.
Okay, I think I'm going to solder from.
Let me find something to prop this up so that it's easy to see.
Okay, now I need to prop this bad boy back up. There we go. CT right there.
Yeah.
Cradle.
That was dumb of me.
That was dumb of us all,
Otherwise,
Jesse.
When this was still out, I would have stuck this in when we were doing all of the wires. This is a good position. So let me warm up my iron.
Gravity.
And,
Oh, come on, gravity. One. Two. Oi, oi, oi. Small. Farts. Too much.
If I hadn't done the power lines already, you could just take everything out and then put the ribbon cable in. But whatever, this is totally fine.
He says it's
I feel
totally
like
fine.
There's too much light on this. Can you see? Yeah, I guess so. All right. Let's solder these into place.
Okay. I'm only not proud of one of these so
do
far.
One side. And then I'm going to do the other side.
Oh,
just
nice.
so I know they're being held in place.
Cool.
And then
Let's see if I can find my solder sucker
just go in a line.
really quickly. Got a little bit too much solder on one of those. Boy, howdy. I'm not a mess at all, friends. Solder sucker, where are you? There you are. Thank God for solder suckers. Alright. Alright. Oh, that worked like a damn charm. Boom. Ha ha. Come on. Where'd it go? Huh. Oh, it comes right out. Yay! Somebody mention what will match my build nicely if I stuck with red? Are you talking about this build? I literally just have not had the energy to work on it.
Cool.
All right.
Next, we're going to do the foot switchboard. So take this little cap off.
Take cap off. I guess this is the foot switchboard. Okay.
This is the foot switchboard.
This is
it's
the
going
foot
to fit
switchboard.
on here like this with the screen print up.
Interesting.
So take the screen print.
Jesse dropped his little foot switchboard.
Hold it like this, like it's going to go on the switch.
Okay.
And then flip it over. See, like that.
Oh, son of... I did the same fucking thing.
And then put it on.
So like this. Once you get it into there, kind of stays in place.
So it's kind of like you can see. It's almost
You'll
as if
see.
you can see.
There you are.
And then same here, I'm just going to do opposite sides.
I think that my singer is coming back into town on my husband's birthday. I just saw a Facebook message come in. Oh, Lord.
In fact, if it's not seated, yeah, perfect. So, see, this is a little crooked. I only did one side and then I did the other. If you want to make sure it's flat, now that I've got both sides tacked down, put a little pressure on. Boom, move
This
it
is
down.
just like welding. And welding, you start on either side. Make sure you get it nice and flat. And then
Go ahead
you...
and do the rest.
And then you do the
In fact,
middle. Took a welding class, whoops, several weeks ago, if not months ago now. It was so fun. I just wrote a whole article about welding safety. Those new welding helmets, I guess they're probably not very new. The active versus passive light cancellation. They just auto detect the light and how much UV protection you need, so you don't have to keep changing your screens. Beautiful. I'm really proud of that. I'm proud of those. All right. Let's see. I bet Jesse trims them. Oh, boy. Would love to do this. Yeah, these are actually really, really small solder points. The foot switch is always what scares me. But, yeah, for that one, I'm glad I didn't have my chisel tip then. I would have had to wait for everything to cool. All right.
Inspect all those joints.
They look really secure to me. I'm so proud of them. All right.
Beautiful. All right, I'm sure you can guess what's happening next. Flip the foot switch over, or flip the breakout board over, and it goes onto the foot switch.
That's really cool.
Once it's on the foot switch, it'll kind of pop off. You can use the tension in the ribbon cable to hold it on. That's it.
Wait,
We're
I don't
ready to
saw that?
spaghetti.
Wait, what do I do now?
I like to tack down opposite sides first. It's also a
Oh,
good
he's really
practice
just
to
literally
not
soldering
do
it.
these in a row.
Every
If you're
pedal.
gonna damage anything,
So every pedal I've ever had to build, I had to take these lugs and make like joints between them. But as you can kind of see there, they're already they're drawn on the board. I love that. Shoot, I love that. Oh man.
you could damage the foot switch. Because if you heat this up for a long time, you could make these little lugs move in the resin that they're mounted in.
Oh, that's not good. So opposite ends first.
That'd be easier.
How's that angle for y'all?
There we go.
Okay, looks good. Welding was very fun for me.
The whole time. So I'm touching the pad
So
and
he's-
the lug. Making sure it's all covered in solder. Be careful not to touch the ribbon cable or anything else as you're laying your iron down.
Laying my iron
Same
down.
here. Pad and the lug, feeding it in. Paint, solder on any other parts that have trouble getting it.
Wait, is he doing all of them?
Lug, feeding it in.
So he's doing
paint,
that opposite.
solder on any other parts that
He's doing that
have trouble
one.
getting it.
Are we? I guess we're soldering all of them. He's doing all these corners. Yeah, we're just doing all four of
Just
these.
do the rest.
Wow, okay. All right. Not all foot switches use ribbon cables. It's actually the first one I've put together. I mean, I've seen lots of them when I open up a pedal. Come on, a little bit of heat. A lot of heat for short periods of time. Leon from Pelican Noise Works told me that high levels of heat for short periods of time are way better than a little bit of heat for a longer period of time. Okay. Whoop. Gravity. Oh gosh, that's some beautiful solder. Yeah, lead just melts a lot better, doesn't it? Good thing I'm doing this in my garage. My suspiciously quiet neighbors today. My neighbors are good. They don't mind that I box literally every morning at 8 a.m. in my garage with the door open. The best 15 to 30 minutes of my day. I'm throwing hands. Sorry. I just apologized to the I just apologized to the circuit board. Sorry. Oh, I think I got all of them. Maybe I'm not confident that that's it, so let me just get some solder, tin the tip of my iron before I turn it off. Let's see what Jesse has to say about it.
I don't like to do them in a line because if this switch is closed, well, I mean, it's closed on one of these sides. So as I'm heating this up, it could actually be heating up the middle pin too because it goes through the switch. So I'm going to do this one and then move to a dip cock. A second.
I'm fast forwarding.
Done. We're done.
We're done. Okay, so we're done. Gonna flatten that. Gonna put on this here back plate. It's nothing touching. Nothing touching. But that is not. Wow, I hate battery clips. I hate them. Is it the battery? Yep, it is that little son of a bitch. Alright. Okay. I'll tell you what I will do. So I will put these, oh boy, where'd they go? Screws in. And I will move this camera and into my office, my mess of an office. I will plug this in and throw up some prayers for me, friends. I do not have, I hadn't soldered in a while, so my confidence is a little, I think I did that foot switch right. Why am I not using my drill? All right. Where is my drill? Did my husband take my drill again? I guess it's our drill. Because of marriage. Man. I love the battery powered drills for sure, but sweet dang. Oh my God, Emma, I cringe so hard when I put something together. Like every time I do pickups, I am legitimately shocked. I'm only doing 2 screws. Only doing 2 screws, Screaming Oaks. Oh. Good morning. All right. This is my garage. That's my boxing bag. I'm gonna turn this light off. Okay. Going just over here. Decided to screw things up faster. That was pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. I like that a lot. All right. Okay. So, okay. I have a lot of shit set up right here, including power supplies. turn that on. Boom. How about it? Move my tissue box. My allergies are awful. Okay. So you are going to unplug, visitor. Sorry. I'm going to turn up my monitors. You can hear. Okay. I didn't even do that. So let's plug it in. Plug it in. LED power is on. Power is off. Start with the fuzz down. Where is my guitar cable? So I had my mom over, and we played some guitar stuff. Whoop. I'm gonna do one, so that's in view. Let me just pull up the video on this computer. Mute, mute. All right. This is what I use to rest my wrist on when I type. It is actually a purple mattress, one of those free samples they send you. I do not have a purple mattress. Damn, I don't know how much money people think I have. That was a joke. All right, tight fit, but that's okay. I will be playing the Telecaster. Ooh, I am myself. Jason Welsh. God, that's actually a pretty good joke. All right. You don't see me at all. It does not work. It doesn't work. Is that plugged in all the way? It's plugged in all the way. Let's plug a different pedal in to see if it's my pedal or if it's me. All right. It's me pedal. It's my pedal. It's the pedal. I fucked it up real good. Or plug it in. Jesse, no, I didn't do it right. Oh my God. Oh. Yep. Sorry, friends. I did bad. I did bad. Yeah, Adam, I'm 100% sure that's exactly what the problem is. So I tried. I'm gonna go back off camera, fix it, and then I'm going to probably film a demo with it. But thank you for going on this journey with me. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry it was anticlimactic. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is me, but I never touched the thing again. Yep. All right. So I'm probably going to email Jesse and be like, I fucked up. Jesse, save me. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for understanding, everybody. Let me take this. Oh my God, I'm such an idiot. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for understanding. Please like, comment, subscribe for more hijinks. I will do my best to keep you all updated. This is the first thing I've put together in a while that didn't work. So, you know, my odds have been good. My self-confidence is not dashed too much. It's good to be reminded that I'm not a professional at this. So well. Hope you all have a great rest of your Thursday. Until next time, my name is Emily. Goodbye.